Well, good evening, people. Welcome to another episode of the Bridge Podcast. We had to get a few things in order before we came live this evening. The weather and the fireworks got us a little uh,
Twisted.
flustered down here. So, how's everything going with you, my brother? Since you're on the West Coast.
Everything is cool, man. Shoot, bro. I thought I was going to be out, out and about today, and this was before I knew that the storm was going to be where it's going to be. So reservations were already made, and guess what? I've been in the hotel room all day today and done jack. So it's raining where I am. It's raining, yes. Not heavily, but it's been raining all day, which was expected. And there's no heavy wind or anything like that right now. So just rain. So definitely gonna make my way back to the Lauderdale tomorrow. So yeah, but it's all good.
Mhm. So,
Everything in the plastic cup.
uh, oh, what's that you sipping on over there?
Some Pinot Noir prophecy.
Mm.
Yes, it's nice and tasty. So for you Pinot Noir wine fans, that want something that's nice and mellow, not too crazy, not too abrasive or intrusive. Yeah, try the Pinot Noir prophecy. It's good.
Now, I only have one request when you got back, cause and you laugh when I saw you eating, cause I hopped right on it. That bread pudding.
I found. People give me grief about that bread pudding, man. Ever since I put it up, people be talking, sending me texts. I'm looking at you side eye. I'm like, I didn't realize bread pudding was such a cool thing for a lot of people. But yeah, man, that bread pudding was the truth. I finally find a recipe that works for me now because I tinker with recipes all the time,
Mhm.
and that's a crazy part of being a chef. You make it good one time, and you feel you need to change something. So sometimes you'll change something, and it may not work, and sometimes you make it off the fly, and it may or may not work, and then you got to go back, see where you started, tweak it. And so right now, I think I have a recipe that will be in the book. Yes, I
Okay.
have a recipe that will be in the book.
Now, does it have the rum sauce to go with it?
Well, there will be a recipe for the rum sauce, so the guava rum sauce. Yes, there will be a recipe for that for sure.
Okay. Okay. Because I know how it is to tinker with something. Because I have a recipe that me and Chef T tinker with it, and we don't know what the hell we put in it. And we're like, hey, what do we do? Because everybody keep asking for it, and we're like, we was just there like tasting, and they're like, no, I need some of this. Need some of that. And then it's like, okay, yeah, this perfect now. Now they ask for it, and it's like, oh, we don't remember everything that went in there. We weren't writing it down
Right?
while we was doing it.
Yeah. Rule number one, man. Yeah, if you want to remember it, write it down, dog. Write it down.
Yeah, but we was in the middle of doing a party. So like, nah, this needs something else. So okay, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah, write it down. Yeah, it's all
so
good. It's all good.
so I'm gonna get into it because we gonna it's gonna be. I'd rather for it to be a short show tonight because my team is playing tonight. It's the start of the NBA Finals.
Yes, yes, yes. Who would that be? Milwaukee.
No. I roll with
It
Phoenix.
is, eh?
Yeah, I roll with Phoenix. Anybody that know me. I've been a Phoenix fan since the 80s.
Dude, I did not realize or I did not know that James Jones was
The
the general manager for that team.
and he played for the Suns before he came to the Heat.
Oh, did he? Well,
Yeah.
look at man. See, you know what? But you know what I like about that. I
Mhm.
like the fact that he's no, he retired. He did his
Mhm.
stuff, played his game, contributed to Miami Heat, championship and everything, and finished his career. And back in, still part of the game, but still trying to elevate himself, now as an executive, as opposed to, man, I spent 15 years in the NBA and I'm broke. My family left me. I got 8 babies. I ain't got no money. And you heard this story. You see so many, so many athletes go through that.
Mhm.
Not knowing what to do with themselves or their career once they can't play no more.
And I tell somebody, I remember when he got traded to the Suns.
Okay.
You, you know, so I said I can remember to see him get from going to get traded to the Suns, playing for the Suns, then coming to the Heat, winning championships, then going with LeBron over there to Cleveland. When,
Yeah.
winning, I think what LeBron then won there, 1 or 2. I think one more. He got another ring with up there in Cleveland.
Right.
Now he's in management and he can possibly get a ring
Yeah.
as the person that put his team together.
Wow. He was instructional in putting the team together.
Yeah, he's the general manager.
Well, there you go. All right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is this his first year?
No, this is I think this James' third year.
Okay. Yeah. So black general manager, black head coach. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
And
You
for the people out there in the land that think I jumped on the bandwagon, I have a perfect excuse that I've been a fan from the 80s. My cousin played for the Suns. So I've been a fan since then. That's why I'm saying I'm pulling for us to bring home. Okay. Are you there? Look like you froze. Okay.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yep. So the first game is tonight.
Time
Hopefully
game
we can.
start 10 o'clock, 10:30. What time game start?
It started at 9.
Oh, halftime, dog. Halftime. That don't really happen until halftime or the last quarter, dog.
Hey, that's what when the Bucks won the championship. Oh man, playoffs was supposed to. I mean, the finals was supposed to start on Thursday. Now it's going to start on Tuesday.
Oops.
Yeah, who you gonna go for? You gonna go for Giannis now?
I've never, I'm not really, can I let you know that I haven't watched a playoff game yet. For any team, for anybody, even when he was in, I was like, "What? Did he get swept?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" So, I I think I'll probably go for Phoenix only because I want to see Chris Paul win the ring. Um, the Giannis thing, got a nice hook to it. I like the fact, there's only the fact that him and his brothers, all 3 of them, from where they came from, they're all 3 of them play in the NBA. I thought that's just wild, that they come
Mm-hmm.
from. I think what is it, Nigerian parents born in Greece, and
Mm-hmm.
and here they are in America, all playing for the NBA. That's like one of the wildest stories ever.
Yep, and one brother already got a ring because he played for the Lakers
Okay.
last year. So he already got one ring, and then his other brother played with him. So they got 2 on the same team.
Wow. Okay. Shit, I ain't
But
following.
I don't even know if Giannis is playing tonight because he was a game time decision.
Yeah, I heard he. Yeah, I mean, shoot, if it's game 1, shoot, if they know that he think he can play for the rest of the series, I wouldn't start. I wouldn't let him play today either.
But I look at the Bucks and say they might be a better team without him.
Really?
Yeah,
But
they,
and he what is he? Their power forward or center?
I would say they got him as they is power forward because I think
Power
they keep
forward.
Brook at the center.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm like he doesn't really have no game. All he does is rush bull like a bull in a china shop. He doesn't have a mid range.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all his paint, all his baskets come from in the paint. He barely get. He's terrible at shooting threes. He
Mm-hmm.
shoot and free throws. He's shooting air balls. So then when you come back and you shoot air balls at threes, and you still trying to jack them up. Come on, bro. Your game is got in some facets. I'm not gonna say he's a scrub, but he's being promoted like he's the best thing going, and his game isn't there yet.
Oh lordy. It's crazy because going from I don't know how big the leagues in Greece were, but over the years, basketball in Europe has changed and progressed, evolved tremendously,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of those guys in Europe are very good. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're really good. And one of the things that they've always talked about the European League versus here is that you have a people that took out a game that was created here and they stuck to the fundamentals of the game and
Mm-hmm.
it made that the biggest foundation aspect of their game. So whenever it's defense and hustle and shooting and learning how to shoot, and developing not only just the short range and mid range, but the long range. But when you see them guys play, man, it is it's wild, man. It's like wow, some of them, maybe not. I would say because they don't play the ball, the street ball like we do here, but they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
Too
Yeah,
bad. Too bad Janice, didn't isn't as good of a player as he could be.
and that's the thing because even over in Greece, he wasn't in the top tier league. He was in the league below that. So I'm like, how did he? They saw that much potential in you. I mean, he has potential to grow if he gets a jumper. I don't say he has to shoot the three, but if he
Right.
gets a nice jumper in a mid range game, he's good.
Yeah, it's good if he works on it. But I think
Yeah.
the NBA really, I think over the NBA really suffers from having a stable and talented big man. That is how I think that has been lacking, for a lot of teams. You have good, decent big men, but they're who right now is a dominant big man in the center for any team. Who out there right now?
The Joker. That's it. But the way the game has changed, it has taken the spotlight from the
Big
center.
man. Yeah.
Yes.
But even
So
still, even from a defensive stand. I
mhm.
mean, big man, especially one that can go and challenge shots. The under the net in the paint, is prime real estate. You
Yeah,
know,
but the
if,
way
if
the way the
you
game
find
has
somebody
changed.
to defend that, people are just gonna score on you willy nilly. Boom, layup, everything, reverse dunk, everything. You know,
Yeah, but that's the only thing though that the way the game has changed, they're not driving to the paint like that anymore. That
everybody.
you got a prominent shot block or a
Hmm.
middle a defensive man that clogs up the middle because they
Yeah.
want to pull up and shoot a three.
Hmm.
I watch so many games that I'm saying, oh, they still is trying to shoot threes. Drive to the hole. Get start get the ball in the basket, and then you start getting warmed up.
Yeah.
But I also want to send a congratulations out to Nate McMillan that that they decided to take the interim off the head coach for him, which I knew they was gonna do. They
Yeah.
just didn't want to do it while they was in the playoffs.
Okay.
They wanted to wait to the end of the season to let everybody know they didn't want to make a big fuss and draw all the attention to it then. But they announced that he is a head coach, and I mean he is the new head coach for the Atlanta Hawks, and he turned their season around because they was straight garbage. That's probably
The Hawks, y'all suck. Right,
yeah, but he teaching them how to play within themselves as a
right, right.
team.
I just find it interesting that that as seasoned as some of the players and some of these teams are, and all of whatever basketball knowledge that they have, and some of them obviously have come from other teams. That it shows you the importance of a good head coach. You
Hmm.
know, to put all put all of that aside and almost like erasing the board and say, all right, look, if you trust me, this is how we need to play this game for this team. And then there's if you're able to change the vision and have them believe in it, yeah, you can have really good results. But if the players don't believe in it, yeah,
Yeah, and that's the true essence of the game. The players have to believe in their coach. Because if
right,
they don't believe in their coach, they out there trying to do their own thing.
exactly. Exactly. I'm like, dude, what's wrong? What's up? But so yeah, so I'm going with Phoenix. So
Okay.
I'm going with Phoenix.
Okay. So now I'm gonna move on to the Olympics and talk about Miss Richardson
Yeah.
and being getting suspended from the team.
Mm.
You know, and let me see. I'm sad and disappointed in in America. Well, there's no reason to be sad and disappointed because as America, this is the track record that they show. They come down on hard and take it easy on other people because they suspend her, but same time when Michael Phelps got caught with weed, hey, we gonna we understand.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard, and I know this story, but the two stories they're two different stories though. And yes, Michael Phelps did get banned for 90 days. Yeah, he lost his endorsement, blah blah blah. But the thing about his suspension and when he got caught, it was outside of um, the actual events. Olympics were already done, I think, and so she ran. This is an event that she ran. Michael Phelps never got tested positive for marijuana. He was just got shown smoking a bong at a party, and everybody, the huge outrage. Michael Phelps doing this, Michael Phelps doing that. But she got caught, or she tested positive, literally after qualifying and making the team, winning that 100-meter race. In Oregon. Yes, weed is legal in Oregon. Weed is legal in a lot of different places. And the story out there right now, we should be empathetic because of her plight. Your mom died and everything. But from her own voice, because she owned up to it, she's like, yeah, I'm human. Yes, I knew the rules. I knew it was wrong. You know, um, yeah, So from that standpoint, for me, one thing I can't make it a race. For me, I personally cannot make it a race issue. Um, because I know there are other athletes, that have gotten banned for other stuff, white and black. But the thing that bothers me right now is that and I, if everybody know me, I'm not a conspiracy person. I don't believe in most of that stuff, but it seems that something crazy is happening with other black athletes, and things that are happening to them and teams and people being disqualified for a bunch of different reasons. It all seems to be happening to black athletes. A whole Nigerian 4x4 team gets disqualified because of technicalities. That's something that wasn't their fault. I'm like, and other people are being disqualified for other things, and they're all black. I'm like, so what the hell is going on? You know? But for her, as an individual, yeah, I'm sorry that she got disqualified, you know. And my whole thing is, she said, I knew the rules, but I was trying to do this thing, and I think when you look at it, it's kind of like a series of events that led up to. Damn it! I wish I hadn't found. I wish my mom hadn't died. I wish I hadn't done weed. I'm gonna get tested. I'm probably gonna get. I'm gonna test positive. I'm probably gonna get disqualified. And those are the series of events that happen. So people may not agree, and because weed is legal in Oregon and other places, and they're saying the rules should be changed. Well, yes, maybe the rules should be changed. Okay, if weed is not a performance enhancer, and you still have this on your list of banned substances, then yeah, maybe the rule should be changed. Not just in the United States, though. Remember, this she got because of the the IOC
Mhm.
trumps United States. So the rules, as per the IOC, takes preference over anything the United States may do or not do. So because of that, she took the suspension, the 30-day suspension, and then so what everybody was hoping was that she may be able to participate on the relays, but the U.S. came out today and said, "No, you can't, you're not even on the team, period." And
Mhm.
I think they made that decision because it would be a PR nightmare. It would be a PR nightmare, and it would be a huge distraction, not just for her, but I think for the
Yeah, for
rest.
the team. Okay. Did you hear about the swim cap issue?
Dude, that's okay. So that's foul. That is straight up bullshit. Okay, yeah, that is just straight up whack. Crack, whatever you want to call it. That's foul.
Okay, let me say it for the people that might not know what we're talking about. That they ruled that swim caps that for people of our persuasions that fit afros will not be allowed. And that was the decision they made for the Olympics. Now I'm trying to now they said that the other caps fact checker, can I get exactly what they said about the other, you can tell me
Oh, swimmer who's black to fit her afro. And
okay.
so they said that no other swimmer in the past had requested to use such a apparatus, and they didn't see the point for her having that special swim cap, so therefore it was outlawed.
So they felt that the swim cap basically was the apparatus to make her perform better. It wasn't her skills. That they were saying that no other athlete has it, so she doesn't need it. She
Oh,
get
yes, I didn't read a lot into all of that. So what the Olympic Committee is saying that a bigger head cap makes you perform better.
Well, they're saying that no other athlete needs a cap like that.
Yeah, but no
Yeah,
other athlete is black with different hair.
yeah,
You
but
know,
they,
yeah, they can cut their hair and whatever, but I don't know.
I believe they did. They not say no other superior athlete needs a hat like a cap like that.
I'm gonna take that.
Because I think that's what some of the verbiage that was used.
Ooh, that's some crazy language right there. Them some fighting words.
and that would be the crazy part, you
Ooh,
know.
people will take umbrage with that. Fighting
Yeah,
words.
because I'm like, that's like saying we're that she's not a superior athlete.
Yo, you better, yo, y'all better than us. No, but that whole cap thing was and the fact that it was banned because and it's a black company that it's a black owned company that if I'm correct, it's a black owned company that um is selling them because
Hmm.
people were even without outside of Olympics and everything, parents were like, yeah, I'm looking for stuff for my kid and blah blah blah, and this was the only company that they found that could provide that type of a cap. I mean, the decision affected to ensure that a cap would not be in use when it. So basically, they banned it during the Olympics, and I guess whatever happened, you have to go by the rules during the Olympics.
Hmm. But you just banned it during the Olympics.
Right. And, and it's not like, this did I'm sure this did not just pop up, Soul Cap didn't just pop up yesterday,
Hmm.
So y'all had time to review all this stuff, but just I think this whole, ever since the T8 was it the TFH, Mr. TFH, the former guy. I ain't saying his name or the former guy. It's like once he became president, everybody that had views outside the United States just felt that they need to enforce these things too. Like he was the pariah. He was like the disease, that allowed other people to start enforcing ridiculousness upon the world.
Fit natural head shape.
Natural head shape.
So black people do not have a natural head shape. Mm.
Black people don't have nothing. We're not the same as everybody else. I mean, everybody know that. Shoot. They also said athletes haven't used nor do they need caps of such size and configuration. Oh well, hey, and I think maybe they just haven't they haven't tested it. I guess for them to see whether or not it. I think that's the argument they're going to use. We
Yeah,
have
because they feel, but they feel like like it might give her a unfair advantage. That's what they want.
that's what they think. But
Yeah.
you're a swimmer and a competitive swimmer that you're doing, especially speed races. Everybody knows that the least thing, everything on you has to be slick, and the swimmers they are so concerned about any little thing that causes drag in the water.
Hmm.
They literally shave all their body hair. They don't want anything in, so they're always trying to get caps. If they have to wear caps, because the caps, is smooth and it sucks onto their head and everything. Anything to prevent drag, you know. So a bigger hat to me, a bigger cap
Commit cause
should
more drag.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just a natural deduction. I could be wrong, you know, but
I said the same thing.
you know, I mean, yeah, right. You know, so but because I think I think they're going to be in the wrong. And I think whoever is on the board of the IOC right now, they're making some stupid, not just rules but decisions, as it governs the equity in participation from all nations and all people.
All right. I guess we're gonna move on to this little troublemaker in New Jersey.
Who that?
Did you see my video, Ari? I posted that about the guy that was in the neighborhood calling the black people niggers and monkeys.
Is that the one that walked up to the dude that was in the green and walked
Yes.
up to the neighbor, and the guy was like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me."
Yeah.
That okay? So I saw a video, but I didn't see yours. But I saw somebody else posted something, and I
Mm-hmm.
was watching that for a second. I didn't watch it all the way to the end, and then I saw the thing that you posted where they came and arrested him at his house, and all the
Let's say they arrested him.
they just took him out. They just took him out of the house.
For it might be for his own safety,
See? Okay. So why were the black people there? I mean,
because when he was calling people monkeys and niggers, he said, "Come see me," and gave his address.
oh. How much? I wonder how much Henny he was drinking. It must have been the 4th of July. God damn it.
But Ari, he did not say his address once. He
He
said
kept
it
repeating it.
a couple of times.
Oh, well, they gonna show up. Shoot. I'm surprised they didn't burn that shit down.
That's why I'm saying, like, I didn't have no problem with the people showing up and protesting. Is what happened when they pulled.
Invited them to show up.
Yeah, but what happened when the police pulled them out the house? It's the only thing I didn't like, because it reminded me of what the white population used to do to us during the civil rights and older than that, and stuff at us, hitting us, kicking us, doing all that stuff. You see that happening, it's like, hey, y'all acting just like folks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, no, I get that too, and I think so. This is what you were saying now. Oftentimes, I see a lot of these videos. A lot of them make you cringe. A lot of them, some of them make you cry. Some of them make you mad as hell. Like to the X power. And sometimes you want to do something, you want to say something, and I guess how you conduct, the civility in which you conduct yourself. How do you, I guess you got to ask your question. How do you separate yourself from being like, them, whoever them are? Do you want to be them? Do we need to be them? Do we need to always, because right now, it does feel that, we're at a point where we're so mad. We're so angry, all of us. I even me myself included, for different things. And because we are not seeing the reciprocity in judgment, for us, in a more timely manner, we're just like, nobody really gives a shit. So we're gonna go out, so we don't care. And I think when you get to the point where you just don't care, that's bad and dangerous, because I still have hope that we don't always have to be like the other person. Still channeling our former president, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama, still maintaining that audacity of hope. Some people will knock hope, don't want, but I kind of feel you, in how, yeah, I kind of feel you, on that for sure. Um, because there's other ways to deal with, especially here and now, racist people, bullies. Yeah, everybody would like to go up and smack him in the mouth, punch him down. But what does that do for us? Where
Mhm.
does that leave you as an individual, especially if you get caught on camera?
And this is what I'm saying. People might not like what I said from him, but you acted like the people that raided the Capitol. They brought him out. You was throwing stuff. You was hitting them with a Black Lives Matter flag.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I'm like, you are being what white people feared, that we would act just like them if we got any power.
Right, right.
And I'm like, the power was showing up and showing our power, that we're not going to let you talk to any of us like this. You talk like this, you're gonna have to see us show up in force. And the power, and also the power was in showing restraint. That mad as we are,
Yeah.
mad as we are, we not gonna act like you. You know, and
Right.
we still it ended up acting like them. And I'm saying, yeah, it makes you mad that they do this, and they say, but we have to learn to work and use our power. We have to learn to, just like they came together, the protests keep coming together.
Yeah, that energy. I think that energy has to be not just transfer. It has to be transferable.
Mm-hmm.
From one thing to the next, and continuously and consistently. And for us, that consistency must culminate at the polls. Because that for this country, that's the one way for us to hear, to make not just our voices but our opinions and belief count, at the polls. Yes, we can be on the streets, demonstrating and protesting and stuff like that. But the powers that be don't even want you to do that. Not,
Mm-hmm.
they will they will punish their set of people just on based on what they want us not to do as black people. So we gotta put, okay, we gonna make these laws and not enact these laws, because we know it's going to punish black people. But then other people might be involved, and they too may be punished. We think, but they're enacted, to punish black people. You know, so don't just think, allow yourself to think that, okay, because of freedom of speech, and as we can see what they're trying to do with with our First Amendment rights,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that Herschel Walker will run for Senate. And, oh Jesus.
Oh, well, hey, don't bombard us with that yet. We gonna get to orange after this.
Yeah, right. So I think we need to really come together, consistently, and with with a common voice, and be like John Lewis, be like John Lewis. you know,
Make
and
good trouble.
you know, yeah, good trouble. Create some good trouble,
Mhm.
you know, that can make, changes for us as a people. And and you have to stick together to do that.
Mhm. All right. So since the fact checker is pushing us to talk, Mr. Agent Orange, um, well, do you think Agent Orange would get arrested for the tax evasion and all the election tampering he tried to do?
Hoocha. Um, I'm sort of on. Yeah, I have. Part of me says yes, and a part of me says that the yes, it may come to a point where it's supposed to happen, but some prevailing force allows it not to happen.
Mhm.
You know, but I feel, and when I talk to you know legal minds who are in who do federal stuff, I was even talking to somebody this weekend, Sunday, and he does federal defense, for those clients that have federal charges, and he's saying definitively yes, based on how federal works and how it progresses. Don't think that the charges now with Weisselberg, because basically he was saying, and when you listen to people that pundits, and when you listen to even the former guy's former attorney that was in jail, the former attorney, even himself says they don't really need the account. They don't need him. They got it's all in the paperwork. That's what they need. They don't really need Weisselberg. They really don't. So look for other things to fall in place, because remember now, Vance is going out. Cy Vance is going out in a few months. And I don't think he wants to have too many uncertainties for the next person that's going to take over. All right. I think they want to get to a point where it's going to move forward at an alarming pace. And so my opinion, I think yes, he's going to yes, he or other people that are really close to him are going to be indicted.
Now on what um the
Just
tax?
just like Al Capone, homie. Tax,
Okay, on the tax evasion, because
taxes, baby.
I feel he's going to skirt by on the tax evasion. What he's going to get is the election tampering because he's on tape. He's
Yeah,
on tape.
I think taxes is what's going to do him in. Not the election. That may that for some reason the taxes is what's going to do him in. And different things that's associated with the taxes. And remember now, when Al Capone went to jail, he didn't go to jail for the 30, 40, 50 years.
Hmm.
I think if I remember serves me right, it was a short term stint.
Yeah, because but that's because he got syphilis and it was eating his brain.
How about that too? But he didn't get sent up for 20, 30 years. What was it? How long did he get? Do you remember?
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't a long sentence, you know. But the fact that he still went to jail for he murdered, killed all kind of people, and did all this stuff, bootleg and everything. But there's like, you know what? We can't get him on this, but here's something that we can get him on. And I think, you know, as much as he thinks that he's Teflon, and we all think, we're pissed off that he seems to think that he's Teflon. Um, it's that because of his arrogance and ignorance, I think it's going to do him in 7 years. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a long
Yeah,
stretch.
but was he sentenced to 7 years, or that's all he served was 7 years?
No, he didn't even serve 7 years. He died before. Yeah, yeah.
He was in prison for 7. Yeah, see, I'm thinking that
Okay.
his his sentence was longer than that, because they wanted him. They wanted to make him an example. So I don't think they gave him no little tap on the wrist. that 7 years, he served 7 years.
He was supposed to serve
11. He was supposed to do 11. He was supposed to do 11 years, and he did 7.
That old
Man, that was parole.
that old syphilis boy.
Yeah, nah, I'm saying if he did 7 years out of 11, he did most of his time. That was parole.
Another 7, 8, 9, another 2 years, he would have been eligible for parole.
Nah, he was eligible 7 years.
After 7 years?
Yeah, he would have been his shoot. You eligible parole after he probably did 4.
Back then, I don't know. The laws may have been different back then, though. The laws may have been different back then, because I'm sure they probably changed a lot of it, since then. Because
Yeah.
with everything, especially with everything that they knew he did, from the whole prohibition aspect to the gun toting, and then the illegal gambling and all that shit. I don't think they were going to be willing to let him out after those 4 years. Look at dog. Like, no.
That is him. That is him.
Yeah, but I do believe that I feel we haven't seen we haven't. It definitely will be something new. To see they can't collect the legal taxes from illegal money. Oh. Oh well.
They don't care if you made it legally or illegally.
Yeah,
they'll
man.
get their money.
You got you owing stuff. You gotta pay taxes somehow, buddy. Whether it's the car you pay, the house, I don't know whomever name you put it in, taxes gonna have to be paid somehow. What was I about to say? Yeah, the former guy. I look for what July. I'd say look towards the end of this month or next month, bro. I think some things are really gonna pop up. But what I was saying is, we haven't experienced. I've lived in this country for 30-some years, and for everybody else who was born here and stuff like that, Nixon skirted it by resigning, because he was definitely going to go to jail. He didn't go to jail, but a lot of people around him went to jail. So one of the things that people seem to fail to remember is that a lot of the people that went to jail from Nixon's time didn't go to jail immediately. A lot of people went to jail 2-3 years after Nixon resigned.
So they was fighting it.
Yeah, and in court and stuff like that, charges. Some of them got some lengthy jail time. Some of them short time. But people seem to think, okay, just because the former guy is out, the things that, especially with this June 6th, January 6th thing and everything else, there's some people that are going to get caught up in a bunch of things, and I really hope that they get just due punishment. I really do.
I want to add one thing. I already covered him, but what they gonna do with your boy Tucker?
Tucker who? Tucker Carlson on Fox?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do about it? They ain't gonna do nothing about Tucker right now.
Oh,
I mean,
you ain't seen the latest?
happen.
Oh, the latest he said that he's being bugged and investigated by the NSA.
Ooh, what did he do?
He didn't do anything.
His involvement with the former guy.
But he didn't do anything. But the people are saying that he didn't call any other agency because the NSA never usually responds to when people make allegations at them. But when he made the allegations at them, they came back and said, "Nah, no, we're not investigating you. Nor have we ever been investigating you." So now he's there. They who was that calling for an investigation? Matt, who? That jackass? You talking about the jackass from this state? Man, they always proving Charlemagne true. That the most craziest people come from the state of Florida.
Must be in the aquifer, the water from the aquifer we drinking. I don't know, bro. I don't know, homie.
The man that's under investigation, calling for an investigation for somebody else.
Who that?
Matt, what is it, Gates?
It's of course. No, nothing to see here. Remember, nothing to see here. You know, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no. It doesn't. As his boss, the former guy says, everybody does it. That was his defense when he's at the rally talking about it. Well, everybody does it. How can it be? How can it be wrong if everybody does it? He's like, everybody does. I don't know anything about it. Everybody does it. But yeah. What are you all talking about? No, how can it be illegal if everybody does it?
Yeah. If everybody smoke crack, man, you out there too, huh?
Obviously. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, everybody out there doing wrong, man.
Yeah, but I ain't know that was him. I just heard. I was listening to the audio of him asking for the immediate investigation into the NSA to see if they're all things that they're investigating on Tucker Carlson on, and I'm like, but they said they're not investigating them. So how are you going to investigate an investigation that's not happening?
Maybe they're gonna send that to appease him. I think they need to investigate the entire Fox population. We'll see. Don't know, homie. Don't know. But yeah, I don't know. There's some. I really wish they can do something about that Mansion guy, that Cinema Woman. But there's some things that if they don't get rectified, in this part of the Biden administration, there's going to be a lot of consequences, especially when it comes for us as Black people in this country.
But I think people are holding him to a level of thinking he's going to do something and not putting the pressure on him like they should be.
Yeah, they really need to be twisting screws, man, because they really do, and I don't think telling you the responsibility is going it's going to be on you. I don't think that's going to mean shit to him. If it doesn't happen, that's going to mean nothing to him. Well, this is my belief. This is what I believe in, and blah blah blah. It's not going to mean anything to him.
All right. So before we get out of here, this is your Friday, isn't it?
This is my Friday, brother. This is my Friday. Yes, baby. Yes. Tune in this Friday between 9:35 and 9:45 on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Quarantine cooking with Chef Irie. I have no idea what I'm cooking yet, but I think I'm going to roast a bronzino. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roast a bronzino fish in the oven. What am I going to serve it with? I have no idea.
Okay. And I see, because you said nothing really happens to halftime. They at halftime. Suns are leading 57-49, and Giannis is playing.
Well, look at that. Game time decision. See, never need don't need
Hey, I like him playing because I said the Bucks play better without him. So come on, Giannis.
Well, 47-59.
Mhm.
Okay, you know. Yeah, I just don't want to see them get swept. Just like how I didn't want. I don't like, if a team is better than another team, great. The only time I want a team get swept is unless my team is doing the sweeping. Unless my team is doing the sweeping, I'm all for it. But in other times, I like to see that competitive. Like when I have no interest in either team. Like last night, hockey, the Canadians with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, was this close to winning the Stanley Cup last night. And the Canadians, they put that goal in, boom, and now they gotta go to game 5. So
They in the best of 7.
Canadians get swept.
They in the best of 7.
Yeah, it's finals.
Okay.
Tampa Bay was up 3-3. They were up 3-0.
Okay.
And Canadians, so it's now 3-1. So
they get they might get the gentleman sweep.
Oh, the gentleman's sweep. Okay, we let you win one, and
Yeah, we let you win one. Now you got your one, so it don't look that bad.
Hey, look, I'm sure when Boston won and came back from being down 3-0 and won the baseball several years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, yeah, and like Boston was like, fucking, we ain't going out like no punk. So you just never know.
All right. Well, that has been another episode of the Bridge Podcast. Catch y'all next week. Same time, same bat channel. Peace.
Peace.